Hello everybody and welcome to Ian's Bricks. So today I'd like to talk about the sets, the Harry Potter sets from Lego that potentially will be retiring at the end of 2024. So I get this list from Brick Fanatics. They've got a really good website which lists all of the Lego sets which are currently scheduled to retire at the end of 2024. The list is relatively accurate. It's Lego really that changes things as the year goes on. So not everything on this list will be retiring at the end of this year, and there may also be some items that aren't on this list that possibly will be retiring as well. But this is the first chance really that we get to have a look at all the sets that will be retiring at the end of the year, so you can either decide whether you want to buy this set before it retires or to build, or whether you like myself will probably buy it for Lego investment to sell on at a later time. And obviously people are looking for deals and discounts whenever you're buying for yourself or for Lego investing. So I'm going to go through all the list, talk about each particular set. There's 18 of them altogether at the moment, so there's quite a few Harry Potter sets, and I'm going to talk about sort of piece counts and exclusive minifigures and whether the sets are exclusive to particular stores as well. So first on the list we have two sets which are at the moment scheduled to retire in July of 2024. So most sets when they retire, they do retire at the end of the year in December, but these two are down for retiring early. The first one of those is 75969. It's the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower. This set is priced at $89.99 in the UK, $99.99 in US dollars, and $99.99 in euros. 971 pieces. It was released in June of 2020, so it's been on shelves for quite a while. It has 8 out of the 8 minifigures that are in the set are classed as exclusive. Of course, with Harry Potter sets, just bear in mind that you get a lot of Harry Potters and a lot of Rons, a lot of Hermiones, so there are a lot of similarities with those particular sets, but apparently that's what brickset.com are saying about that particular set. It is an Amazon exclusive here in the UK, so check where you are in the world if you're outside the UK as to where that's an exclusive set in. This set has been on shelves for quite a while. I quite like it. It's the older style sort of modular building series with the dark grey roofs. The slight problem I have with this is that it has been on shelves for quite a while, and that older range now is discontinued. So I'm not sure how much how sort of exciting this particular set is. I've got a few of these. This was on last year's retirement list, and then they extended it obviously for another 6 months. So I have a few of these, and I got these quite cheap on Amazon for around about £60. So if you are going to pick any of these up, maybe keep an eye out for a cheaper price. But will I be getting any more of these unless I see them vastly discounted? Then probably not. Next on the list then we have 76388 Hogsmead Village Visit. $79.99 in the UK, $89.99 in US dollars, and $89.99 in euros. 851 pieces, released in July of 2021, so reasonable shelf life for this one. 7 out of the 7 minifigures in the set, or all of them, are exclusive, and this does include the gold Ron. So some of the Harry Potter sets have got these gold minifigures. It's not an exclusive anywhere though, so this is a set that you can get at discounted rates. I know this has been on Amazon and it's been discounted recently, so I think if you are going to get this set, I actually quite like this set. I think it's quite a nice little thing. Why a winter themed set is retiring in July, I've got no idea, but that's apparently, this is on the list for retiring of this year. I think I picked up a couple of these a year or so ago, and got a discounted price for them. So I think if I get some more of these, which I probably will be looking for, not long really till the end of July, I think I'll be looking to get to these hopefully with a bit of a discount if I can. So now we're going to go on to the sets that are retiring in December of 2024. First on the list, we've actually got 3 sets here which I'm going to talk about all at the same time. We've got 40616, the Harry Potter and Cho Chang brick heads, 40617, the Draco Malfoy and Cedric Diggory brick heads, and 40618 Kingsley and Nymphadora brick heads as well. So all 3 of these brick heads are priced at $17.99 here in the UK, $19.99 in dollars, and $19.99 in euros. All range between 250 and 267 pieces. All released in June of 2023. So not a long shelf life for these. Brick heads do tend to have a shorter shelf life, but it does seem that these will have quite a short shelf life as well. These are only available from Lego on Lego.com, so they're relatively relatively difficult to get hold of. I quite like all of these. I'm not sort of that excited about them. I mean, I do like my brickheads, as you know, but I just think that a lot of the Harry Potter figures have sort of been done quite a lot. I know Harry Potter's been done in the past, and maybe these aren't as collectible as some brickheads can be, but I still think they're okay, and I still will be picking a few of these up. I think for a smaller sets, brickheads are very collectible, and I think these will do okay once they actually retire. Next on the list then is 76389, the Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets. This is a big set. It's £129.99 in the UK, £149.99 in Europe, and £149.99 in US dollars. 1,176 pieces, released in June of 2021. 10 out of the 11 minifigures in this set are exclusive, apparently, and this one includes the gold Voldemort figure. Not exclusive anywhere, so probably available at discounts. I quite like this. It's a big set, but this is one of the many sets that are retiring as part of the newer range of Lego Harry Potter modulars. These are the ones with the green roofs on them. There's been quite a lot of these. I think they're reasonably popular, but not massively popular. As a theme, I'm not too sure whether I'll be buying too many of these. I bought a few of the ones with the green roofs that retired at the end of last year, and I'm not quite sure how they're sort of doing, so I'm going to keep an eye out on how the ones from this year have done with the green roofs, and then maybe towards the end of 2024 I'll be maybe looking and picking some of these up. But again, if there's some good discounts out there, I'll be getting this, but probably not high on my list of things to get before it retires. Next is 76402, the Hogwarts Dumbledores office, $79.99 in the UK, $79.99 in US dollars, and $89.99 in euros. 654 pieces, released in June of 2022. 4 out of the 6 minifigures in this are exclusive, apparently. Again, it's available everywhere, so not an exclusive set. And again, it's one of these sets with the green roofs. A lot of these are around. Whether they're that spectacular, I don't know. They all look quite nice builds. I think if you've got a lot of these sets, they do go together, part of a modular series. But pretty much like the last one, the Chamber of Secrets, it's okay, but it's nothing special for me. So again, if I see any of these discounted, I'll be getting them. But otherwise, I'll be not spending too much on these particular sets. Next is 76405, the Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition. This is $429.99 here in the UK, $499 in US dollars, and $499.99 in euros. 5,129 pieces. It's a big set, this. Released in August of 2022, so it will have been on shelves for 2.5 years once it retires. 17 out of the 20 minifigures in this set are classed as exclusive. This is an exclusive set for Smith's Toys here in the UK, so if you're outside the UK, do check where you're able to get this from. Obviously you can get it from Lego stores and lego.com as well. Not a bad set. I quite like it. I quite like these collector's editions, but I think that it's the price that puts me off most for this. I'm not sure that Lego will probably do something like this again, so I think if you're into building something like this, now would be a good time at thinking about getting this, because it is quite a nice looking set. You get a lot of track with it and things like that. Where do you display these things can be the problem, some of the larger sets. As an investment, I'm not so sure I'm going to be buying any of these. It's just too much money, too big a set. Where do you store these things? And also Smith's Toys, they don't have many discounts, so you're not looking at getting this at a very, very cheap price. So unless it's vastly reduced anywhere, I'll probably be avoiding this one for Lego investment. But certainly if you want to buy it to build, I think now would be a good time to think about maybe saving up for this and getting it before it retires at the end of the year. Next on the list then we have 76407, the Shrieking Shack and Whomping Willow, $79.99 here in the UK, $89.99 in US dollars, and $89.99 in euros. 777 pieces, released in June of 2022. 4 out of the 7 minifigures in this set are exclusive. Not an exclusive in any particular store, so again, sort of similar to the other sets. I've sort of already talked about the ones with the green roofs. I think this will be a good one if you can get reduced, but whether it's particularly exciting, I don't know. I think it's slightly more appealing, I have to say, than the other sets with the green roofs. I think there's a little bit more about this. It's sort of not sort of not sort of part of that sort of green roof theme, even though it's within the sort of the same line. And I quite like this. I think it's an interesting build, maybe a little bit on the pricey side, but again, you'd be looking at getting this discounted if you can. So out of all the Harry Potter sets, that's sort of a little bit like the Hogsmeade Village, really. I do quite like those two sort of sets. They've got a little bit of different theme into them, and that's why they appeal to me. Next is 76413, the Hogwarts Room of Requirement, $44.99 in the UK, $49.99 in the US and $49.99 in Europe. 587 pieces, released in March of 2023. So this one's going to have a short shelf life. 5 out of the 5 minifigures are all exclusive, not an exclusive to buy from any store. So again, if you're looking to buy this, get it at a discount. Again, another one of these sort of modular sets, nothing too special about them. They're quite nice. Maybe this is on a little bit cheaper side, so it might be a set that's probably easier to get hold of at a decent discounted price. So we'll have to sort of wait and see for that one. So yeah, that's okay, but again, nothing too special from my point of view. Next on the list is 76414, and that's Expecto Patronum. That's $62.99 here in the UK, $69.99 in US dollars and $69.99 in euros. 754 pieces released in June of 2023. So this will only be on shelves for a year and a half. 2 out of the 2 minifigures that are in the set are exclusive. Not an exclusive set to buy from any particular store, so you can get this quite readily in most places. And also this set has already been heavily reduced. I just don't think it's that popular. I like the idea of it, but I just think the way that they've done it with the blue, it just doesn't quite work. You can do 2 builds in this as well, so it's kind of a 2-in-1, but yeah, I just don't think it's that great. I don't think there's a lot of love for this set. Which of course, if you are buying it to build, now would be a good time to get it. As an investment opportunity, I don't know, I'm kind of got mixed feelings about it, even though it's not particularly well liked, which sort of puts me off buying it, because maybe not a lot of people will be buying it. It might be a set that could potentially do okay, that other people overlook. I think if I did get this, I'd be looking at a really big discount that I'd be wanting for this, so keep an eye out for those discounts, but maybe for me, I'll probably pass on this one for now, at least anyway. Next on the list, 76415, the Battle of Hogwarts, $74.99 in the UK, $79.99 in US dollars and $84.99 in Europe. 730 pieces released in June of 2023, and all 6 of the minifigures are exclusive in this set. Not an exclusive in any particular store, so you can get this anywhere. Again, nice set. It's got, you know, it's another one of these green roofed sets. I've said this before about them. They're okay, nothing too special. I think it's okay. Maybe slightly on the higher price of things, so maybe not going to be as popular, but yeah, again, if I can get this discounted, I'll get it, but otherwise I don't think it's something I'll be getting a lot of. Next is 76416, the Quidditch Trunk, $62.99 here in the UK, $67.99 in the US and $69.99 in Europe. 599 pieces. It was released in June of 2023, and 4 out of the 4 minifigures in this set are exclusive. Now, Lego did a trunk, a magical trunk last year, which retired. I'm keeping my eye on that to see how well that set does, as to whether I decide to get any Quidditch trunks. The Quidditch trunk is more expensive. I think the other set was £60 here. This one's 63, so it's a little bit more expensive. And I've also not seen too many discounts on this set yet. There were some really, really big ones on the other Quidditch trunk, down to about £40. I think I got a few for. So I'll be looking at similar discounts. It is available from lots of different stores. Yeah, it's not so sure about this one. I quite like the minifigures in this. They've all got the different colours of the house banners and things like that. But as an actual play set, I'm not so sure. It doesn't really, I don't think it sort of sets the pulses racing, this one. It's not particularly exciting. Again, if I did get this, I'd be looking at getting it at a very, very heavily reduced price. So again, I'll keep my eyes and ears open on that one. But again, I'm very middling on that one. It doesn't sort of excite me too much to get before it retires. Next on the list is 76420, the Tri-Wizard Tournament, the Black Lake, $39.99 in the UK, $49.99 in US dollars and $49.99 in euros. 349 pieces, released in March of 2023. All 5 of the minifigures are exclusive. However, the set itself isn't exclusive to any particular store, so you can get this anywhere. I actually quite like this set. Again, it's a slightly different than the sort of usual green roofed sets that I've talked about previously. This has been a set that has already been reduced quite a lot here in the UK, so do look out for those discounts. Again, there's something about this set, it's unusual. I think it's a nice version of this. I think of all the Harry Potter sets that they've done, the ones that sort of look slightly different from the green building ones, the green roofed ones, I do actually quite like this particular one. So I think I might be getting a few of these. It's not too expensive either, slightly unusual set, so I do quite like this one. So yeah, I'll be looking for those discounted sets as and when they're available. Next on the list, 76422, that's Diagon Alley, Weasley Wizard Wheezers, £84.99 here in the UK, £89.99 in euros. In America, in US dollars, and £94.99 in euros. 834 pieces, released in June of 2023. So this has got a short shelf life, this one, year and a half. 7 out of the 7 minifigures are all exclusive, and this is an exclusive at Argos here in the UK. You can obviously get it from Lego and Lego.com. See, the problem with Argos is that if you do buy one, you'll probably get a damaged box. But yeah, so yeah, I actually quite like this. I don't think there's been a lot of talk about this set, simply because it's a very similar looking set to the bigger Diagon Alley set that they had, where that was one of the 4 buildings that they had in the modular buildings in that set, which is still going to be available. From what I can gather, they will be doing other sets within the shop series on an individual basis. So from that point of view, I think this would be probably a reasonable set to invest in if you can get it discounted. Again, £84.99 in the UK. Quite a high price for that particular set, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the fact it's an Argos exclusive, they do have deals and discounts every now and again, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, I do quite like this one. I think this one could potentially do okay, especially as it will probably later on be sort of a modular set with other sets of a similar size and a similar price point. So I do actually quite like this one. Next on the list, 76423, the Hogwarts Express and Hogsmead Station, £114.99 here in the UK, £129.99 in the US, and £129.99 in euros. 1,074 pieces, released in June of 2023. 4 out of the 8 minifigures in the set are exclusive, and this is an exclusive set at Smith's Toys here in the UK. So again, if you're not in the UK, check where this is an exclusive set at. So I've got mixed feelings about the train. I mean, trains do very, very well. Most trains in most Lego themes, once they retire, do very, very well. As a building set, I think this came out a little bit too early after the King's Cross set, which was actually a much cheaper price. I think the set itself is quite nice. I think if I did get any of these, I'd be looking at getting them discounted, but that might be difficult because Smith's Toys never have massive discounts on these particular sets. Whether or not Lego will be doing another train again, it's strange that both Lego train sets will be retiring this year. I maybe get the feeling that this one might be extended, so I wouldn't be buying any of these just yet. Maybe wait until the summer at least. But yeah, this could do okay. Trains do quite well, but I think it's so similar to the previous King's Cross version of this train from before. I just don't think there's anything too special in that. So yeah, I'm 50-50 on this one as to whether it's a good thing to invest in. But as a nice little building set, if you can't afford the bigger set, then I think this would be the one to go for, because it does look quite nice. But yeah, again, nothing too different from what we've seen before. So we've got 2 more sets on the list, and these are both sets which haven't actually been released yet. First of all, we've got 76424, the Flying Ford Anglia. This will be £12.99 here in the UK, $14.99 in US dollars, and $14.99 in euros. It will have 165 pieces and will be released in March of 2024. There are 2 minifigures within the set. I don't quite know whether they're exclusive or not, and at the moment I don't know whether this will be a store exclusive or whether it's going to be available everywhere. I think this is quite a nice little set. They've done Ford Anglias before, and very, very similar looking Ford Anglias, but they've always been in different sets, and people do like cars and vehicles. I think if you can get this at a discounted rate, I think this could be a nice little set to buy, to build, or to invest in. Whether or not, of course, it will retire at the end of the year, we'll have to wait and see. I would probably wait until at least the summer, maybe August, September, to decide whether to buy any of these for investment, because again, potentially it would have a very, very short shelf life of around 9 months. So those are the kind of sets you need to look out for, but I'm always very sceptical this early on as to whether a set which hasn't been released yet, whether it will retire at the end of the year. Time will tell us, of course. And the other set on this list is 76432, the Forbidden Forest Magical Creatures. $24.99 this will be when it comes out in March of 2024. $29.99 in US dollars and $29.99 in euros. 172 pieces, and again there won't be too many figures in this particular set. And again, I don't know whether it's going to be a store exclusive. I'm less popular with this one. I think it looks okay. You get I think you get a Buckbeak and another creature as well, and a couple of smaller ones. So yeah, there might be some collectability in that. Again, very short shelf life on this one, so it could be something that does quite well if it does retire at the end of 2024, but I might be holding off a little bit just to sort of wait and see whether it actually does retire, but sort of less enthusiastic about that one maybe. So yeah, there are some interesting sets in this list. There are certainly a few sets I think I will be getting, and I think I should just be keeping my eye out really for all the deals and discounts if there are any as the year goes on. But that's pretty much it for Harry Potter for now. That's the list for now. Let me know which sets you like and which sets you might be buying to build, or which sets you would like to invest in. Let me know in the comments. That's always much appreciated. Of course, thanks to all the people that do comment and have liked and subscribed on my channel already. That's always much appreciated. But that's it for the list for now. Keep an eye out for some more lists, because there's a few more lists I've got to go through that will be for different themes for retiring at the end of 2024. So keep an eye out for those videos. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.